Sadly, no.
No, they want your stuff.
I know the answer to the
Yeah.
question.
That's all
They
they
don't
want.
have people that go in as a Democrat that they vote.
But this is all about finding the good candidates. You know, and as Dan said, we're not even looking right now as how it looks. But, you know, good candidates, and now why would anybody want to do that is with all the chaos that we put people through.
To answer your question really succinctly is, you heard Dan Bongino? You know, I just happened to be in the truck at that time he comes on, but what he says at every place is there are Republicans that are Democrats, there's no Democrats that are Republicans.
Yeah. But something I've noticed is that a lot of our Republicans, so-called trends, they've got this musical chair thing going on where they'll do 5 or 6 good votes, and then all of a sudden they fall completely off, and you're going, how can you be platform? And then they'll do, and then this one over here will do that, and then this one will do that. And you know, you think you're going to primary this one, but then they start doing the right stuff again, and then this one, it's almost like there's a system set up.
Yes.
To.
No, it is, it's like propaganda, is they know when to do these things because the vote's coming up, you know, the re-election's coming up, so they'll do this. After the re-election, they do the opposite and count on you forgetting it by the time they get up for re-election again. And we do.
An example.
That's why we have a scorecard.
An example of that is you can look at our 2021 scorecard. And, you know, we had really high percentages. The people that got the awards, 80s. This time we're giving a 71% award. It was kind of surprising. Unfortunately, I said that to the person that had the 71%. But, you know, I mean, the point is, we had these 2022 elections coming up. They voted pretty good. And he says, you know, his last term, but we didn't get good votes 2 years ago.
There's hope.
Okay, we probably need to start.
Well, just real quick, to what Kenneth was saying over there, your number 1 Republican in the House, Ray, is a good example of what you described. And he's your top guy.
Yep, for economic
He
voting.
burned every FOIA chance he got.
And Robert Steinbuck, the article that we passed out, who was very complimentary of our work, you know, really challenged me. Brenda, how dare y'all give him the number 1 spot in the House? David Ray is the House, and he files this FOIA bill. It was terrible, you know, during the session. And I said, you know, Robert, we had votes that we had to look at. We're blind when we, you know, we weight the votes. But even weighting them, his score for his economic votes were still so much higher, and his bills were so much better than he filed. So when you're looking at it, yeah, terrible for you. Now, has he been spanked enough?
Kenneth was describing that.
Yeah, has he been spanked enough? Is he going to do that again? You know, we hear not, but you don't trust that.
Did you hear Steinbuck interview your Janine girl on what's the guy's name? Dave Ellswood show?
Yeah, that's what.
Did you hear that cry for help when she mentioned a certain state senator's name?
I don't think I did. I was at work.
It was Senator Sullivan, because he went for the initial FOIA bill.
Yep.
And she, it was like a cry in the wilderness from her. Go back and listen to that.
Well, we really think a lot of Dan, especially as a person. But when he votes wrong, we tell him. And when he's going to vote wrong, and I said, you know, we're going to put out a calendar. You go down and you tell these people, and so he tells you, well, you know, y'all aren't going to be on that anymore. You know, why would we want to support that on purpose? You know?
You know, that's the beauty of not having a future in this business.
You and me?
Yeah. We don't care. We don't need anything from anybody, and they can't take what we got.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I ain't
A
breaking
smile on my
up.
face and the love of Jesus Christ, they can't take that.
Y'all, if you ate or something, you know, leave something for your wait staff. This has been great. We'll talk to them, but, you know, they do close at 8.
Can I put in a brief commercial, non-political, but Craig County? I drive a van for the disabled American veterans as a volunteer. I go to Little Rock at least once a week and take veterans from Jonesboro and every town in East Arkansas between above I-40 but we are desperately short of volunteer drivers. We need people who will give a day. We go 4 days a week, 2 to Memphis and 2 to Little Rock. And, you know, you're taking veterans who don't have any other way to get to their appointments down there. And we just need folks to volunteer. You don't have to touch them, you don't have to assist them, you know, you just drive the van and get them there. A lot of people are afraid that they're going to have to touch them or help them or this or that or the other, and then the VA doesn't want us to because of liability. So they got to be ambulatory, they got to be self-sufficient, or bring their own help. But we're going to have to shut down if we don't get 2 or 3 more people from Craighead County volunteer for it. I don't live in Craighead County. I drive 37 miles to come and do that. And there's no money involved in it. You don't get paid. You do get an $8 meal ticket to eat while you're waiting on them to go through their appointments and stuff. And you get to leave there at not later than 2 o'clock. They make them get all their appointments before 2. So, you know, anybody wants to volunteer, and then contact me. I'm Lloyd Clark, or the DAV here in Jonesboro, which happens to be meeting this Saturday, so at 10 in the Armory.
Thank you, Lord. I'm going to adjourn for just a moment. I'll be right back. That'll be my part.
Okay, guys.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah,
Got it?
Trying very hard to work. I mean, really. Trying to work very hard.
We attend.